double duty, folks. Generally speaking, you should never ask someone to do both play-by-play and PA, but when it's just that, well, hey, Jim Nance can do it, I can too. From the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. This is NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Today, the Northern Essex Knights with a record of 19-2, 14-1 Region 21 play. Visit the MassBay Buccaneers with a record of 6-12, 5-10 in Region 21 play. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Field here with you, ready to bring the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi is on camera, and the MassBay Buccaneers are on a 2-game winning streak. First time they've won back-to-back games since they got to 3-1 all the way back in November. But John Preziosa, after a couple of fine efforts and losses, has led his team to back-to-back wins, and now looking to pull an upset of upsets here against the visiting Knights in black, the Bucks in white. Pacey, Kermel, Rivera, Matsuda, and Sanders, the starters for MassBay, as Ja'Cory McNeil controls the opening tap for the Bucks. McNeil, Nelson, Dunbeer, Dorsless, and Garby, the starting five for the Bucks. A little teardrop is good to begin the day for one Ja'Cory McNeil. 2-0 already. It was a fast start on Thursday night, too, for the Bucks, and ended up routing Quinsig by 30. Christian Sanders, a 6'7" freshman from Boston, Eastie product. That's his first field goal, 2-2. Ball is on the deck. MassBay maintains possession, stumbling layup, good anyways for Carvin's Garby. 4-2, Bucks on top. John Preziosa telling me he was going with a big lineup to start this game against a very big squad in the Knights. Cross-court pass to Matsuda, fakes the three and tries to whip it back towards the corner for Pacey. It goes out of bounds, and it will be MassBay ball. Really hard to stop a Northern Essex squad again. 19-2, 14-1 Region 20 play, and they actually have a win against a #1 team in the standings right now in Region 21, Quincy. The men's basketball team and the baseball team are both ranked #8 nationally in Division III for the Knights, with the Division III preseason poll just coming out. Trying to feed it to Dunbeer and goes out of bounds on the pass by Dorsalis. Pacey thought about it, now whips it to Matsuda, and now from the wing, it's good for Kermel. The Knights have their first lead, 5-4. Two each for McNeil and Garby in the early going. Here's a one-hander, that's good for Nelson. 6'5". Just outside the key, mid-range, as I say. A lost art in this sport, but Rivera cans the two. Had 6 field goals in this game by 6 different players right now. Spreading the love, both teams. It's a three-pointer by Kermel. That is the difference. Comes out to Dorsalis, 7 to shoot. Out of bounds for the Knights. .238 gone by here in the first half. 7-6, Knights on top of the Bucks. Here's Matsuda, Japanese national. Plays prep ball at Bridgeton. Sanders against Dunbeer, a couple of 6'7" guys, and Dunbeer commits the foul. First foul of the game on either side. Backing in and unable to get the layup as Rivera gets the rebound. Stick back, not there. Dorsalis claims the ball. Dunbeer, oh boy, tightrope job there, but he's able to keep possession into the corner. Bobbled by Nelson and turned over to Kermil, and a foul, I believe, or no, just out of bounds. Out of bounds off the Bucks, so Knights will have possession in the backcourt. The black jerseys for the Knights with the kind of the dark blue numbers, darker shade of royal blue, which is, oh boy, and Dunbeer favoring his knee after that play. It's a turnover to the Bucks, but he's limping a bit, and I don't know if we're gonna have to see a sub here. Landrum is standing up on the bench, but no sub here. Dunbeer's gonna try and work out the kinks on the court. McNeil fakes, no. Rebound Rivera, back the other way. Shoveled back, and the layup is good for Sanders. And again, when Jay Billis is king, there will be a secondary assist to Matsuda on that one. 9-6 is our score. Garby draws the foul. Sandwich between Sanders and Matsuda there. And the foul will be on somebody. It's on Matsuda, his first, and the first of the game. On the Knights, first free throw for Carvin's Garby is good. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the preferred eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors for yours truly, made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. You can use the codes you just saw on your screen or in the description at shippingshieldus.com for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission for those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. 1 of 2 at the line for Garby, but MassBay got a second chance and unable to convert, and Sanders getting the rebound. Back the other way, Pacey working it inside. (11-7). Northern Essex on top. Good job by McNeil from the seat of his pants, and stolen by Sanders. Alley-oop! Again, Coach Prez wanted to go with a big lineup against a Northern Essex squad. 4 of their 5 starters 6'2" or taller, including Sanders at 6'7" and Rivera at 6'4", and using that height to their advantage on that last alley-oop. 13-7, Knights on top of the Bucks. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business product event or send a message of support to a player, team, coach, or cancer-stricken broadcaster. Email yours truly, samfeelypvp@gmail.com for all the deets. Timeout, John Preziosa of MassBay. He'd been, in the last couple of games, last couple of home games, he'd be using those timeouts aggressively early in the game with the lead. It's kind of odd to see him, already gotten used to him calling timeouts, within the first couple of minutes, but I almost waited 5 minutes before Coach Prez called a timeout. Whatever works, man. Never prevents the dam from bursting. It was a 10-point loss to Roxbury, first home game of the new semester for the Bucks, but it was still competitive. And back-to-back wins, including a 30-point margin over Coach Prez's old mates at Quincy. Now down 6 to Northern Essex, but no matter who you are, Northern Essex is a tough task. Let's remain competitive as much as you can against these guys, and iron sharpens iron, right? Dunbeer has come out of the game, by the way. Vinny Lassiter in the game now. He's got the ball, pushes out to the corner for the three. That is front iron, no good. And the rebound tap to Rivera. Well, going back to the Bucks. Step back Garby, 8 to shoot. Dorsalis to his right, to his left, fakes the pass, nope, it's a foul. Fouls on Kermil, his first, second on the Knights. Layup no good. Rebound to the Knights, back the other way they come. Here is Kermil kicking in the corner. Rivera just got the rebound, take the straightaway three, no. Rebound, Jacori. Finishes at the other end. Kermil answers the teardrop of his own. (15-9) is our score. Nelson, back iron, no good. Another rebound for Rivera. There's a big man, Sanders, shoves it over to Pacey. In the corner, Kermil. Hello. Oh, boy. Well, things are starting to snowball now, if you pardon the pun, with the weather outside right now for the Bucks. 18-9 is our score, and a slew of substitutions for Northern Essex. Joandy Rosario's in the game. Alex Johnson just gave it up. That is an NBA three. Kermil with another triple. 21-9. One-hander is no good, but a foul called as Nelson was trying to get the kiss off the glass. That's Delgado also in the game now. So Rosario, Johnson, and Delgado all now in the game for Northern Essex, and a timeout has been called by MassBay. Foul, by the way, was on Alex Johnson. His first and the third of the game on the Knights. Just a 30-second timeout. See, appears to be called by Coach Prez. Rosario out of the timeout with Northern Essex up 10. kick back out. Rosario head fake the three a couple of times. Delgado gives it up. Back to Rosario, straight away three. That is good. Why hesitate? The lead is now lucky 13 for the Knights. 24-11. 19-5 run since the Bucks' last lead. From the free throw line, that's good for Kermel. Coach Prez wanted a big lineup against Northern Essex, but you gotta attack. Take advantage of that. Lassiter cans a three, but still a dozen that Northern Essex is in front by, and more subs coming for the Knights at the next whistle. Cross-court pass, now swung into the corner. Johnson down low, whip back outside the arc for a three ball. That is back iron, no good. Oh, look at Lionel Nelson top pointing the rebound, gives it up to Lassiter. 5 now for Vinny off the bench. There's a 10-point lead all of a sudden. MassBay trying to whittle back, their way back into this one. Also 4 timeouts remaining, not 5. Hadn't logged that one yet. They got Dorsalis on the foul. That is his first and the team's second. Two free throws for Alejandro Delgado. First one is good. Couple more subs coming for Northern Essex. You have Christian Moscat, freshman out of Lawrence, in the game. You also have Carl Wolfgang. He's a sophomore from Douala, Cameroon. 6'8", and he's got the build of a guy named Wolfgang, that's for sure. Probably bigger than an entire gang of Wolves, too. Or wouldn't be out of place in one. Thick boy. Lassiter. Nelson. Kicked out. Dunbeer. Glad to see the knee hasn't been too much of an issue. A whistle. Got a foul. Fouls on Rosario, his first and the fourth of the game. Northern Essex, shot clock reset to 20. Ezekiel Johnson in the game. Whoa, that's a tough spot. Nearly a double dribble, travel, all of the above, I don't know. And, we got a push-off. We got an offensive foul. And Ja'Cory McNeil gets whistled there. Third foul of the half. On the Bucks, 28-16. So we're about to hit the halfway mark of this first half. Rosario into the corner, head faking the three, down low to Wolfgang. That's a double team. Kicks it in the corner. Three ball, Moscat, no. Rebound, Rosario. Moscat hands it off. Delgado with the deuce. 30-16. Steal. Here comes Moscat, no. Rebound, stick back not there for Johnson, but it'll go to the line. Second foul on McNeil, fourth on the Bucks. Johnson cans the first free throw, and sub coming in as Dorsalis replaces Nelson. Nelson? 2 of 2 at the line for Alex Johnson. And Northern Essex doubling up right now on MassBay, 32-16, 9 minutes and change remaining in the first half. Dunbeer kicks it out. Garby with Moscat all up in his grill. Dunbeer cross-court pass, Johnson 3, book it. Zeke with his first field goal, 32-19. Oh boy, I don't know if that hit the rim at all for Delgado, but it would have been a perfect answer. And back the other way, Wolfgang able to alter the shot at the last minute, denying Garby. Oh, great job by Dorsalis to keep it in bounds, but turn right back over. Little size up. Oh! Dorsalis with a rejection and now a foul. Now we saw this kind of breakneck pace in a couple of sequences in the Quincy game, and even from a MassBay team that was up double figures in their own right, they're down double figures here, and they're still showing that hustle, doing their best to keep the play alive and try to ignite a comeback. Unfortunately, results in a foul on Lassiter and 2 free throws, the first of which is rimmed out by Alex Johnson. 5 fouls now on the Bucks, but as I always say, can't knock the hustle. And this is the stuff you gotta show if you're gonna, send a message to the rest of the region. If the Bucks can sneak into the tournament, plays like those will not go unnoticed by your potential opposition. But right now, that first round opposition, if MassBay were to get in, that is going to be a foul drawn by Dunbeer. Right now, your potential opposition, whether MassBay could sneak as the 8 or even the 7 seed, would either be this Northern Essex squad or Quincy on the road. The foul on Sanders, his first, and the 5th on the Knights. Here is Dunbeer for 2. First one is good. Second one rattles home, and another timeout called by Coach Prez. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I by God mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and more. Visit our Thumbtack page through Linktree LSP37. And you can find all the information on our service, or you can email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. 33-21 is our score. Northern Essex on top of MassBay, been doubling up the Bucks. Not too long ago, but Bucks doing a good job of not going fully down the tubes, but it is a tough spot. Sanders able to keep that one from going out of bounds. Down 12 to the number 8 team in all of Division III. It's going to be a backcourt, right? Oh, wow. No, that's not a backcourt. I thought that when the backcourt off the Knights, a reprieve for them. The Bucks don't seem to be too upset about it, though. That hits the rim and the rebound to Garby. Now a late foul there on Alex Johnson, poking it away from Garby. Will result in his second. And that is number 6 on the Knights. So for the next 7:39, 1-1 for the Bucks. And this is where you have to use your big lineup to go inside, attack, and probably draw those fouls instead. Dunbeer coughs it up to Wolfgang, starting it the other way. Here comes Sanders. Two-touchdown lead right now for Northern Essex, 35-21, and the steal by Moscat. We got a player down for the Bucks behind the play. It is Garby face down on the court after he got tangled up with Moscat and the ball, and Moscat himself got tangled up with the ball a bit, but able to keep the play rolling and then finish at the other end. But a 16-point lead now for the Bucks, for the Knights rather. Garby eventually able to get up. And controversy possibly about the substitution for Garby after the whistle, and it was a made field goal for Northern Essex, so we'll start the possession in full. Gorsu's triggering the inbound, and here's Zeke trying to get past Kermel. He's on fire in the early going at 13. Dunbeer. 9 to shoot. Johnson 3. Yes. Second 3 for Zeke. Still a long way to Tipperary right now for the Bucks. Cross court pass, a lot of room for Kermel. Instead gives it up. Sanders 3. Book it. Would not have been upset with Kermel taking that shot. He's been hot. He had all the room in the world. Instead, pass it up. And eventually, Sanders tickling the twine. Now that rebound goes out of bounds off of MassBay, off the fingertips of Nelson. 6:02 to go in the first half. 16-point lead for the Knights. Rosario. Mazda. Down low. In the corner. That is a 3. That is a 3 for Rosario. A little bit of hesitation, not only from Rosario on the shot, but also from the officials, looked like for the call, but confirmed it as the 3. It was very close to the line. In the corner, there's obviously not as much room to avoid getting your toe on the line. Kevin Durant flashbacks, but that rolls out of bounds going back to the Knights. They got the call. Couple threes now for Joendi. 19-point lead, looking to get it up to 21, maybe Mazda. No. I believe Nelson got a block there. Rebound Dunbeer. Back the other way come the Bucks into the corner. McNeil hop step into the corner. Johnson head fakes, mid-range, baseline, front iron, no good. Rebound by Rivera. A great job by McNeil, being a thorn in his side from the free throw line. Jump pass down to Rosario, peel out. 14 to shoot. Backing in Rivera. Draws 3 defenders. Dunbeer blocks it. And a foul. It's on Rosario. And that's going to be 1 and 1. They may have, oh wow. So the scoreboard says it's now the 6th foul on Northern Essex. I guess I may have misread a foul earlier that was, all right. Well, now they're trying to sort things out because before that I had 6 fouls on Northern Essex and 4 on MassBay. The scoreboard said 5 and 5. I'm not the official scorer. I may have screwed up, but that is only now the 6th foul on Northern Essex. There's 5 on MassBay, and I may have screwed up, but that is a turnover to Pacey, and he turns it right back over to Johnson. Johnson loses the handle, turned over to Camille, ahead to Pacey, who then turns it back over to McNeil. Spot up 3, Johnson. Third 3 ball for Zeke. No carry there, and Matsuda able to finish. First field goal for Matsuda. Lead is back up to 18, 45-27. A hard foul on Dorslis, or hard only because he hit the deck hard there. Common foul there for the Knights. Was committed by Pacey. First, there's the 7th on the Knights, and 2 free throws for Dorsalis. First one is good. Already got that one. The LSP store is open. Get yourself one of several designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, or some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. LSP37.creator-spring.com for merch. Email yours truly for game videos. Two free throws for Lance. Matsuda kicks it out. Delgado with basically getting hugged right now by Dorsalis. No. That'll be a foul on Delgado. It's a loose ball. It's a loose ball, or they call jump ball. Or it was not a foul. Okay, it's just a jump ball. So that'll give MassBay possession. Could have very easily been a foul on Delgado in that situation. 3 for Dorsalis. No. Loose ball foul, and it's going to be on the Knights. It's on Jeremy Valdez, freshman out of Haverhill. Eighth foul now on Northern Essex. Dunbeer to the line for 1 and 1. First one rims out, rebound to Valdez. Offensive foul on the Knights, out on Valdez again. It is. That is the 9th team foul on the Knights. So next foul will be 2 shots for the remainder of the half for the Bucks. Sanders coming back in for Valdez. Matsuda. Good job defending McNeil, but he saves the possession. Garby trying to get away from Pace. He has a screen from Dunbeer. Goes into the corner as Garby continues to move. Tried the spin move, lost the handle. Steal by Sanders. Offensive foul. Dorsalis draws the charge on Sanders. And with that being an offensive foul, it's going to be possession rather than free throws, obviously. But it is now 2 free throws the rest of the half for the Bucks. And now an offensive foul on Dorsalis. You've seen too many times here in this first half where MassBay would have had opportunities to make a defensive play, turn defense into offense, and really change the momentum of this game, but to see them cough it right back up, unfortunately. Spot up 3, off the glass and in. The bank is open for Outgeiler, the freshman out of Istanbul. Played high school ball at Springfield Commonwealth. And we got another one, another offensive foul on the Bucks, but away from the play. Looks like we have a technical on Carl Wolfgang. Or was it on Wolfgang, or let's figure this out. All right, so it looks like the offensive foul was on McNeil. But the technical took place after the offensive foul. So Dorsalis is going to shoot the tech. Makes that one. Kermel trying to settle down the big man. Dorsalis makes both free throws. Now they haven't logged the technical on the scoreboard. Well, okay, so I guess that doesn't actually matter because it's already 10 fouls on the Knights. Has someone? I was trying to figure out who the tech was on. Wolfgang was the one who was most perplexed by the call, but I'm not sure if that was on him because it hasn't shown up on the scoreboard. It's on Pacey? I'll sort it out at halftime. Right now it's a 17-point lead for Northern Essex with 100 seconds left in the half. Moscat down low. No, if it was on Pacey, it didn't dissuade him, and he's got a layup, and now a steal back the other way. Offensive foul on Moscat. Coach Stratton, Darren Stratton for Northern Essex, he's not happy because there's been 2 charges called on Northern Essex in basically the same spot, which I'm guessing from Stratton's perspective, he thought were in the restricted area, so it shouldn't have been a charge. Corner 3, Dorsalis, air ball. With speed, here comes Kermel. Drops off the corner. 3 ball, no good. And that's going to be, is this on Kermel or is it on Dorsalis is the question. You can see the players tangled up there, and it is on Dorsalis. You saw Dorsalis and Kermil tangled up there and kind of looked like Kermil Witt was the one who went down. They were both tangled, and I think in that scene, if you see the guy who goes down, you are probably inclined to call the foul on the guy who didn't go down. I could kind of see a bit of a war to push off, if you will, by Dorsalis in that situation. Sometimes officials will let that go if it's just like too much. I mean, there's a possibility for a double foul, but in a play like that, they may just let it go if it's just like, they're both pushing off and just be. You rather call a double foul or call no foul at all? And it's hard to make that call in the heat of the moment, that's for sure. Ball kicked out of bounds, remains with the Bucs. 22 to shoot, 41.2 left in the half, and a 3-touchdown lead here for Northern Essex, 52-31. The Bucs aren't going to get a 2-for-1 opportunity here. Dunbeer over to Johnson, no. And the rebound by Moscat. Chance of the final bucket of the half for the Knights. Moscat will pull the trigger early, why not? (55-31), high-scoring game just for college basketball. Dunbeer down low, gets the layup, and that'll do it. But Northern Essex, MassBay was hanging around early, but Northern Essex really put their foot on the gas, and they take a 22-point lead in the half. 55-33, Knights on top of the Bucs. We'll come back about 15 minutes with the second half of the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. This is NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. Saeed Vasugi's on camera. And the Northern Essex Knights are on top of the MassBay Buccaneers, 55-33. Second half about to get underway. Northern Essex in black and MassBay in white. Christian Sanders to trigger the inbound in front of me at double figures in the first half, as did Javian Carmel for the Knights. Here's Ryan Pacey. Taking the three in the corner now, taking it. Front iron no good. Rebound tapped out to Pacey. Side iron no good on that one. And the rebound by Ja'Cory McNeil. Ball goes out of bounds. Will remain with the Knights, with the Bucks rather. Garby kicks it out. Dunbeer, no look pass into the corner. Three ball is good for Ja'Cory McNeil. Good start to the half for the Bucks. They get the first field goal of the second half, but still 19-point lead for Northern Essex. MassBay has a possession arrow, by the way, to start the second half. Flipped in the corner. Pacey. No. It's been cold from deep this game. Matsuda. No. Another rebound, third opportunity. Matsuda, nope, will go down low. And that one is blocked by Nelson. Carmel saves it from going in the backcourt. Matsuda thought about it. See Sanders clapping his hands in the corner. It's like, what the heck? What's going on, man? And instead, Garby comes up with the rebound. Dorsalis, and they drew a foul. Get Matsuda on that one? Sure of that. No, they got Sanders, and that's his third. Now, very good player, Sanders, but starting to get into foul trouble right now. And we got a whistle. What, that 5 seconds? It was. Wow. Sanders, Matsuda. Top of the arc, now down low, swung into the corner. Pacey drives the baseline, loses the handle, picked up by Garby. Poked away though, and Pacey out of bounds to the Knights. The Bucks are out of sorts here in the early going. They have the only points right now of the half, but they could easily have a couple more field goals, and they've just been shooting themselves in the foot here in the early going. On the second half, Matsuda drives, layup, no shot. It's on the ground. And I think they got, looks like they got Garby on that one. That would be his first, and the first of the half on the Bucks. Splashdown. Carmel with another one. Oh, that was only a 2, eh? All right, 57-36. $12 to shoot. Johnson. Nelson meets a double team, loses the handle, turn back over the Bucks. 4 seconds, it's out of bounds. No, it's a foul, it's a foul. Oh, what a reprieve for the Bucks there. Ball bounced around, looked like the Knights had a turnover and possibly easy pickings at the other end. Instead, it is 2 free throws for Zeke Johnson. Came up huge in the first half, some threes to at least keep this one within striking distance for the Bucks. Keeping them in this one somehow. Now, I may be using that kind of language a little liberally here with, a 21, now a 20-point deficit. So fouls on Matsuda there, and that was his second in the second and a half. The second free throw is no good rather. Second foul of the half on the Knights, with Carl Wolfgang back in the game. And a steal by Dorsalis. Outlet to McNeil. Drives. Cross-court pass. Johnson against Matsuda. Peels back out. Curls to the top of the arc. Matsuda with the watchful eye. Oh, boy. Johnson realized that pass was going nowhere at the last minute and gives it up, and in the end, Dorsalis with the field goal. Wolfgang looking for a foul call after getting tied up. Whipped in the corner, Johnson, 3! Again, it's still a long way to Tipperary right now. 15-point deficit, but the Bucks coming out strong here with a 9-2 run to start the second half. Wolfgang again, no good. Rebound, Dunbeer. Johnson steps into it. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Matsuda. Into the corner. The trailer is Rosario. No, Wolfgang rebound in the stick back. Third time is the charm for Carl Wolfgang to get the lead back up to 14. 59, lead back up to 17 rather. 59-42. Math is hard. Nelson, no. Just keeping his arm straight up. Wolfgang forces the turnover and the finger roll for Xavier Rivera. And what a response by Northern Essex. Looked like MassBay was about to get the momentum all the way in their favor. Johnson leading the charge there, but he back irons that one. Wild layup, no good. Wolfgang the rebound. Starter step by Pacey and finishes and one. First foul of the game on Nelson. And Pacey to the line for 3 the hard way. That one is good. Johnson coming back in for Northern Essex, who are not content. You can see Rosario right up in McNeil's grill the whole way. Dunbeer just outside the key, kicks it out. Johnson goes down low, kick back out. 3 ball is front iron, no good. Rosario down low, layup is good. Delgado is with another field goal now, a turnover. Given up to Johnson for the finish. Timeout, Northern Essex. Only so much for that 9-2 run to start the half for MassBay. Since then, 11-0 Northern Essex. Are you down with a sound called LSP? Of course you are. Then follow and support us on the web, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flashy subscribe button, PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. We're also on Thumbtack and TCG Player if you're into that sort of thing. Our next broadcast, at least for basketball anyway, will be next Saturday, February 8th, when the Buccaneers host the Springfield Tech Rams. You can watch the game live and on demand on this here YouTube channel. All the cool kids are doing it. The lead is 26 for the Northern Essex Knights. They have not taken a timeout this game. Dunbeer drives over Wolfgang. Foul call. Dunbeer to the line. Front iron's the first one. LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly, made in the U.S. and Canada on 100% recyclable cardboard. Go to shippingshieldus.com. Use the codes you saw on your screen or in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission on those orders, but we thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. An empty trip at the line for Braden Dunbeer. For both Dunbeer especially and the Bucks at large, free throw shooting is a relative strength, certainly not their biggest weakness. For a big like Dunbeer, that's no good. You especially appreciate his ability at the line, but right now, everything's coming up Wolfgang. The deflected out of bounds will remain with the Bucks. 30-point lead for Northern Essex. Since starting this half on a 9-2 run for the Buccaneers, it's now 15 in a row for Northern Essex. Dunbeer thought about it, loses the handle, turned over. All the way to the cup is good for Kermill. 17 in a row now for the Knights. That'll be a foul on Wolfgang. .12:34 remaining in the second half. Second foul on Wolfgang. Fourth of the half on Northern Essex. I guess I missed one on the scoreboard, but you know what time it is. Baseline 2 is good. Or is it a 3? put 2 on the scoreboard. 76-42. 19 in a row now for Northern Essex. And finally, Lance Dorsalis ends that run. But the lead is still 32 for the Knights. Cross-court pass, spot up 3, Johnson. When you're hot, you're hot. The lead is 35. There's a foul drawn by Lassiter on Rosario. Fifth foul of the half on the Knights. Geiler back in the game for Northern Essex. Oh boy, a little bit of a slip and slide by Nelson. Trying to get around Wolfgang, but ooh. Wolfgang holds his ground in transition, gets the rebound, and it'll be a foul before the shot on the Bucks. Got Garby for his second, and Wolfgang finishes what he started. To be honest with you guys, I am quite happy that this game is kind of slowed down and not been neck and neck the whole way. I mean, with it being, cold and flu season anyways, that is foul number 4 on Ja'Cory. I got a number of games to call after this next couple days. I have 3 hockey games too to work each of the next 3 days, and that's play-by-play, not PA. Dunbeer thought he got all ball. Instead, he got a piece of Delgado. Now starting to pile up for the Buccaneers. Already now 5. There was just 2 on the Bucks not too long ago. 2 free throws for Delgado. First one is good, 82-44. Second one's front iron, no good. Rebound by Dunbeer. And got tied up in the corner. Wolfgang, oh my goodness. Yep. Wolfgang was trying to haul in the pass to Dunbeer. That's his third. Wolfgang was trying to haul in the pass and stuck his elbow in his man's face, and that resulted in officially the third, or by the peanut galleries count, the 9th on Carl Wolfgang. Third foul on Braden. 2 more free throws for Delgado. First one is good. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team coach, or cancer-stricken broadcaster. Email yours truly, samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the deets. Lassiter no good on the three, trying to follow his own rebound, overran it. Picked up by Moscat, and the layup by Johnson. His bench was ready to explode, assuming he was gonna, throw it down, but only got the layup. And that'll be another foul. Is this gonna be on Wolfgang again? No, it's on Geiler. 2 free throws for Dunbeer. A 40-point lead for the Knights. Delgado will sit down. Alejandro Delgado will sit down anyways, and Julio Delgado will check in. He missed, but the rebound by Dorsalis, and he turns it right over. Turn back over, though, to McNeil. And in one for Lance Dorsalis. As Wolfgang tried to do the LeBron chase down. Instead, it'll be 3 the hard way for Dorsalis on the 4th foul of the game for Wolfgang. Oh, by the way, it's 1-1 the rest of the way for the Bucks. 8 fouls now on the Knights, and a timeout called by Coach Prez. Still not a single timeout called by Northern Essex this game. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I, by God, mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting, and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find all the information on our services through our Thumbtack page and Linktree LSP37 so we can proceed to give you what you need. $86-50 is our score. Northern Essex, well, just a modal game, I would say, for these guys. Again, 14-1 in region, 19-2 overall. They've handed Quincy their only loss this season, but Northern Essex is Quincy's only loss in region this season, that is. They played one non-region game, and they lost that one to the Granite. The lone in-region loss for Northern Essex this season was to Bristol. Poked away from Wolfgang, stolen by Nelson. Leaner for Lassiter is good. Well, now feels like a track meet pickup game at the Y at this point. Head fake, baseline, no good. Dunbeer with the rebound. And Wolfgang not giving up on the play despite that, and draws the foul on Dunbeer after forcing the turnover. And a couple subs coming in for Northern Essex, and here's one of those subs. Jeremy Valdez picking up his first field goal. So it was not a foul in the end, it was just out of bounds off of MassBay. Dunbeer. Off the glass and in. Well, I'll tell you this much, folks. I kind of wish we had seen this attack down low from MassBay earlier in the game. Especially when they had gotten into the 1-1 relatively early in the first half. They're still trying to stretch things out maybe a bit too much to the mid-range and three-point shots. And yeah, you got a bunch of big guys down low with like Wolfgang and Sanders and Valdez and whatnot, but there's a reason those are high percentage shots. And there's a reason that for all those years until LeBron got to 40,000, that the leading scorers in NBA history were guys like Kareem and Wilt and Karl Malone. They got those points down low doing the dirty work. From the free throw line, that rims out. They're high percentage shots for a reason. And those will also often result in more three-point play opportunities, more fouls on your opposition. Valdez with the deuce again. 90-54. Lassiter with the deuce. Until LeBron James had broken, just handed off to Valdez for another one. Well, it's Wolfgang to start this half, and now Valdez racking up some easy field goals here. So until LeBron had passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time NBA scoring lead, Karl Malone had made more free throws, as that's a three-pointer for Lassiter. Third opportunity not there for Julio Delgado. Back the other way come the Bucks. Get it back as McNeil, but he turns it over to Matsuda. Crosses past a defender, 2-on-1 with Geiler, and a good job by Dunbeer to stand his ground, and the rebound by Dorsalis. So yeah, until LeBron had passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time scoring lead, oh boy. Karl Malone had scored more points than anyone other than Kareem and made more free throws than anyone, including Kareem. So to have those opportunities down low, you got to be able to convert. Dunbeer steps off. Another sub is Janarius Davis, freshman out of Waterbury, Connecticut. He's actually transferred from Post University. Comes onto the court for Northern Essex. 2 free throws for the Bucks, and they also call their last time out. The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, and other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, and some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. LSP37.greater-spring.com for merch. samfeelypbp@gmail.com for game videos. Of course, in the modern NBA, mid-range games, the lost art, and even you don't even see many, nearly as many, battles down low. Like even Wemby is turning into a menace behind the three-point line. I need to look into this, but I saw a proposal on social media yesterday or sometime early this week that says institute a limit on 3-point attempts and 3-pointers made in the NBA, because it just turns into like unwatchable basketball to point. Like the 3-pointer doesn't have to be removed from the game entirely as the rebound, the stick back is there for Valdez, but it's just teams have become overly reliant on it. Those are great for momentum swings and big plays to hype up the crowd, but they've become the default for many offenses in the modern game. Like at some point, that goes out of bounds off of Davis, and we'll have another sub. Julio Delgado comes off. Alex Fuller, sophomore out of Haverhill, transfer from Framingham State, comes onto the court. Coasting to the cup is Lionel Nelson. Oofa. Got Dorsless on that one. Is that his fifth? Or that's his fourth. But it does result in 1-1. For Giovanni Rosario. First one rims out. Stick back. Valdez. Final 5, the second half. A 31-point lead for Northern Essex. NBA range 3 for Lassiter, no good, and the rebound by Davis. Around the baseline, no good, and the rebound by Dorsless. All the way to the cup. It's good for Garvey. There's a certain argument to be made for 3-pointers becoming more or less a default for basketball offenses. Matsuda makes it 98-67, but that argument is that 3-pointers are, in the end, more efficient, depending on the volume, I guess, or depending on the spot you take them from, but how do you define efficient? Matsuda, front iron, no good. What is efficient? How do you define efficient? I don't play like that. Lassiter with the deuce. Timeout Northern Essex, and all of a sudden it's 98-71. I mean, 27-point deficit with 3:36 to go. I'm not saying we're talking about Texas A&M versus Northern Iowa territory here, but Northern Essex at some point just got to, stop doing the track meet stuff and just play fundamental basketball, whittle the clock down as quickly as possible, because realistically, how many more possessions does MassBay have? Are you down with the sound called LSP? Of course you are. Then follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube, PayPal, Creator Spring. Don't forget to subscribe. LSP37, flash your subscribe button. And we're also on Thumbtack and TCG Player if you're into that sort of thing. And just a reminder that our next broadcast is going to be next Saturday around this same time here from Mount Ida as the Bucks host the Springfield Tech Rams. You can watch the game for free, live and on demand here on YouTube. Tastes great on a cracker. 12 o'clock tip for that one, by the way. It's the right thing to do. Anyways, 98-71, 3:36 to go. And Northern Essex just took its first timeout of the game. Down low for the layup. It's good. Just got a stoppage. The official's going to let Jasper Landrum check in here. Victor Mediver, freshman out of Lawrence, Mass, scoring that bucket that gets the Knights to 100, keeping 100. From the elbow, front iron no good. Johnson tracks down the rebound, finds Nelson. We'll have another quick stoppage here for substitutions as McNeil comes in for MassBay. Josh Freeman, sophomore out of Woburn, Mass. Hey, Sean Sullivan, how you doing? Checks in for Northern Essex. Yeah, I was going to say, did we get the points up there? Yes, 173. Rebound falls through hands of Freeman, but Davis finishes it off. So Northern Essex doing Northern Essex things once again in this one. Oh, well, three the very hard way for Lionel Nelson forthcoming. First one is good. There's number two. There's all three of these. And I promise not to be, not trying to be like all old man yells at cloud thing, whatever, with what I just said about, you know, modern basketball, but like, there's arguments to be made for changes in basketball, changes in baseball, to like modernize the game, but also like maybe we have to realize at some point some modernizations aren't that great. Like the Norwegian Football Federation, the National Soccer Association for Norway, they've abolished VAR in their top flight league. Layup is good for Lassers, under 9 seconds to go. And when everybody has, you know, HD or 4K TV at home, bounce around, and finally Garvey comes away with it. And we can see calls so clearly that even, you know, VAR, instant replay, NFL, those officials can't actually like come to the agreement that the home audience can. Like, what's the point? Not saying we shouldn't have it at all, but you have the tools and seem to be like misusing them. I don't know. That's the wrong word to use, but you get what I'm saying. It can be a frustrating experience for the fans and even for the players. You can see all this and like, some calls maybe you see made that how can you not make those calls because you don't have a camera angle there. You have cameras everywhere else in the stadium. It was a more frustrating experience, and hearing me drone on and on about that stuff as Bali Kwabwe comes in. You gotta keep yourself engaged somehow. Game's out of reach. Northern Essex trying to come away with a turnover here. Rolls out of bounds, will go back to the Bucks. With a 4.3 second difference between the shot and game clock. Nelson, no, gets his own rebound over 3 defenders on top of him, but couldn't finish that one, and Coach Stratton says, hold it once you get over half court. The Knights pick up win number 20 of the year. They are 20-2, 15-1 in Region 21 play. The Bucks fall to 6-13, 5-11 in Region 21 play. So with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone since 2011. Copyright 2025, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP and Shipping Shield are partners in cards. Shipping Shields are the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly and made in the U.S. and Canada on recyclable cardboard. Visit shippingshieldus.com. The link in the description. Use the codes you see on your screen and in the description for a discount on your order. We may receive a commission on those orders, but we thank you for your support of whatever this is. And remember, if you want to sponsor future LSP content for as little as $25 a spot, you can email yours truly for all the deets. And if you want to hire us to work your next live event or anything else we can come up with on any given day, you can visit our Thumbtack page or go to Linktree LSP37, or of course email yours truly for more information on our services so we can proceed to give you what you need. Of course, you can follow through on this gratuitous merch plug, sticker shirts, other merch, game videos available at the LSP Creator Spring Store or by emailing yours truly once again. Of course, if you're down with the sound called LSP, of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash the subscribe button, LSP37. PayPal and Creator Spring, LSP37. And we're on Thumbtack, a TCG player, if you need some Magic cards or something like that. And our next broadcast is going to be Saturday, February 8th, a week from today, high noon for the MassBay Buccaneers and the Springfield Tech Rams in NJCAA Region 21 men's basketball action. You can watch the game live and free on demand here on this here YouTube channel. It's the right thing to do. Once again, the final score from the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Mass. is the Northern Essex Knights 104 and the MassBay Buccaneers 79. For Saeed Vasugi on camera and all my rowdy friends here at Mount Ida, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2025, suckas. Love you, Katrina.